move on to the line-by-line analysis. He claps the crack with crooked pants. Alfred Tennyson elevates and equates the superior personality of the eagle with the human attribute by using a masculine pronoun he. The tight grip of the bird evokes the image of decades, possibly exercising every means to retain their power. The alliteration and the assonance are used to dramatize the awesome might of the bird. As eagle is a creation of nature, ultimately the eagle symbolizes majesty and reach through the location of the bird. Next line, close the sun in lonely lands. The use of extreme exaggeration is to bring out the fact that the eagle is positioned very high, over the land by keeping the bird high up on a pedestal far away from the reach of humans. The mere mortal crawling in our humdrum life, the alliteration combined with long vowels supports this fact further. This shows the inaccessible nature of nature through the bird. The authoritative and dictatorial power of the nature could be detected from these lines. Now we move on to the next two lines. Ring with the azure world he stands, and the wrinkled sea beneath him crows. The grand metonymy for the blue sky provides the vast backdrop to visualize the calm and supremacy of the bird, while the endless sky encircling the bird superserviently. This proves that even the vast sky becomes subservient to the bird. The inversion used here connotes to the inverted mind of the bird, symbolizing dictatorship. The sea too is aware of the catastrophic attitude of the nature, thus crawls beneath the bird. Here, the incessant vigor of the sea is miniaturized to a feeble personality before the power and strength of the bird. Even the mighty sea becomes powerless before nature. Careful observation of the bird is also visualized. The raptor is watching its surroundings such that nothing can be powerful than it. He watches from his mountain walls. This line reveals the ownership of the eagle about mountains. The mountain is the place that the eagle was perched on. Eagle is the king of this place. This gives a royal image to the eagle as well as a king-like imagery. Walls means a wall of a fortress. This builds up a psychological portrayal of how nature surveys its surrounding to keep it away from any possible threat. It is extraordinarily strong enough that it could simply wipe off any threat of the face of the earth. The shift downward movement of the bird proves its stamina. And like a thunderbolt, he falls. This brings out the fact that nature is watching its surrounding, and if anyone or anything crosses its limits, nature will make the sudden attack on it. Strength of the nature is implicitly projected from the above mentioned lines. Narrator utilizes the phrase thunderbolt to reiterate this fact further. Hence, he has been successful in highlighting the strength and skill of the nature. Through the power and poise of the eagle, one of its creations here, the simile like a thunderbolt he falls, reflects the speed and swiftness of the eagle. Here, fall is not a positive word. Fall is associated with thunderbolt. This idea of thunderbolt enhances the power of eagle. This action like a thunderbolt by eagle is used effectively to catch its prey. Now we can analyze about the themes of this poem. The poet has significantly used many themes such as power and majesty, solitude and independence, nature's power and supremacy. Nature's power and supremacy, freedom and flight, etc. One of the central themes of the poem is depiction of the eagle's power and majesty. The imagery and description used by Tennyson convey the bird's strength, dominance, and awe-inspiring presence from the eagle's strength. From the eagle's strength, crooked hands clasping the crag to its abilities to soar close to the sun. Tennyson highlights the majestic qualities of the eagle and its elevated position in the natural world. Another significant theme in the poem, The Eagle, is solitude and independence. The eagle is portrayed as existing in lonely lands and watching from its mountain walls. These descriptions emphasize the bird's solitary nature and its ability to thrive in isolation. The eagle's self-sufficiency and independence are further emphasized by its ability to negotiate and conquer its surroundings without any assistance. The poem also explores the power and supremacy of nature. Tennyson's vivid imagery of the eagle soaring through the sky, watching over the world and descending upon its prey. Like a thunderbolt, showcases nature's dominance and its ability to inspire and reverence. The eagle becomes a symbol of nature's raw power, reminding us of the grandeur and significance of the natural world. Freedom and flight are implicit themes in the eagle poem. The poem captures the essence of the eagle's ability to soar and move through the sky with agility and grace. The image of eagle ring with the azure world conveys the sense of boundless freedom and the limitless possibilities of flight. The bird's wings symbolize liberation and the pursuit of new heights, serving as a metaphor for the human desire for freedom and transcendence and symbolism. The eagle in the poem also takes on symbolic meaning beyond its physical attributes. It can be seen as a representation of aspiration, ambition, and the pursuit of higher goals. The eagle's ability to rise above earthly limitations and navigate the heavens evokes a sense of transcendence and the desire to reach beyond our ordinary existence. Overall, the eagle explores themes of power, majesty, solitude, independence, nature's supremacy, freedom, flight, and symbolism through vivid imagery and conscious language. Tennyson offers readers a glimpse into the awe-inspiring qualities of the eagle and invites contemplation on our relationship with nature and the yearning for greatness and transcendence. Now we can go into the past paper analysis. In the 2021
Good evening to my respected English literature sir, Mr. Achyutan Jogaraj, and my dear senior and junior presenters. First, I would like to first I would like to thank to our literature sir to giving me this opportunity. Today we are here to perform the literary text. From the English literature, we have many benefits such as we can know about many things in English language, and also it will give us more knowledge, etc. From the presentation, we can improve our English literature skill. That's why we are performing through the presentation in this evening. Now we are moved to the program. First, I would like to call Master Umasangar Arivarasan to present in his topic, The Lahore Attack by Kumar Sanghara.
Good evening, all of you. I am here to speak about the prose, The Lahore Attack. The Lahore Attack is written by the Lahore Attack is delivered by the cricket player Kumar Sangakkara. He is one of the world-class cricketer, best known as Kumar Sangakkara. His full name is Kumar Shokchand Sangakkara. He is one of the leading cricketers in the world. He born on 27th of October 1977 in Martale, Kandi. He is youngest of four children, and he has two sisters and one brother. His father was a lawyer, sportsman, and an ardent lover of literature and philosophy, etc. He studied at Trinity College, Kandy. He addressed as Sangha by the team players and by his fans. He's a left-handed batsman, not only as a top-order batsman. He used to play as a wicket-keeper too. He ranked as number one batsman in the test matches during his career. He worked as a captain of Sri Lankan cricket team between 2009 to 2011. He stepped down as a captain. He stepped down from the captaincy after losing the 2011 World Cup finals, and he played in the 2014 T20 World Cup winning team. He married Jahali and he has two children, a boy and a girl. He is currently an law undergraduate. Now we move to the prose. The narrator is the victim there, so the readers can understand the real feeling of the narrator. He tells about the situation of his country, the war zone of violence in the other parts of the country, and the normal life in Colombo. He told the life of the people in other parts of the country, such as people were putting their lives in a harm way every day, a defense of their motherland, trying to survive the geographical circumstance that made them inhabit war zone. He told two reasons to have war in his motherland. They are defense of their motherland and trying to trying to survive the geographical circumstance that made them inhabit war zone. He differentiate two different parts of his country in this prose. One is north province and west province in the country, and another one is south east province of the country. The northeast province is he pictures the north and west province as a war zone, and the south and east province as normal life in normal life every day. In 2009, they went to a test match tour to Pakistan to play two test matches. The first test match has gone without any key incidents, and the second match, before the second match, they asked to leave early without waiting for the Pakistan bus. At the back of the bus, the fast bowlers were loud in their complaints. Tilan Tushara joked that he wished a bomb would go off so they could all leave Lahore and go back home. From this we can understand that he would realize that uh, how home is the safest place for all of us. And his joke can be taken as a foreshadow. One reason for his joke, he would realize the danger they had, because the Pakistan is famous for uh, terrorism that days. And another reason is he accidentally told that not 30 seconds has passed, which passed my ears, and the bullets on the bus sounds like firecrackers going off. The narrator brings solitary imagery here. Mm, as a captain of the team, he watches the team players situation uh, situation that on that time. From this we can understand um, the Kumar Sangakkara is a sensible leader of the team. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you.
Thank you, Arivarsan, for your wonderful presentation about the Lahore attack. Next, I would like to call our senior presenter, Master Krishnalingam Banijan, to present about the clown's wife.
Good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to present you about the poem The Clown's Wife written by the British poet George Agard. He had won the Pearl Reward in 1997 for poetry, so that he had wrote many poems in his lifetimes. As we know, there's this poem, The Clown's Wife, is under the theme of life. So the Johnson Agans clearly wants to tell us a moral about this life, that appearance versus reality. Nowadays, that people um, uh, cares about their jobs and how to earn money and how to run in a rat race in order to get maternal purpose and fulfill their dreams in the future. So the people in this society are totally corrupted, so that people act wear many faces in their lives in order to maintain their outward show to others. And this idea is also portrayed in another poem, just Once Upon a Time. Once upon a time, in that poem also, we can identify that cocktail face, office face, street face, and different kind of space people wore after the colonial period. This that also referred to as the corrupted people's behavior. Here also, the personality called clown is mentioned, as the title of the poem suggests as clown's wife. Even though this poem is concerned about the clown, the speaker of this poem seemed to be the clown's wife. So we can see the problems of clowns and how he had in the stage and in home differently through the wife's eyesight. so that this poem is concerned in a first person narration, so that the narrator can fulfill his ideas in this poem in a first person narration. So that this the title, as we already saw, that the title suggests clown's wife. The wife tells the whole story about the husband and his negative effects, and how he acted differently in a first in the stage and in home. So at the starting of the poem, it started as about my husband, the clown. What could I say? Normally, you here the relationship between the speaker and the clown is vividly portrayed, as he referred his clown as his husband, so that the reader can witness this. The wife is speaking about her husband, and what could I say? This indicates that it is not it a miscommunication, or that this relationship is not truly bonded, as the wife is struggling, is or in a figurative manner we can say that he is hesitating to speak about his husband clearly. So the pattern of writing this sentence is reversed, as we know that usually this sentence should be built up with an starting of a subject and verb object. But here, about my husband, what could I say? It should be appears as what could I say about my husband? So that the literary technique called inversion is used here, as the narrator wants to emphasize the main idea of what could I say at the ending, as it is a rhetorical question which rouse a question in the readers, as even though the speaker is the wife of the clown, he doesn't know anything about the husband, so he is hesitation to speak about his husband to others. So in other ways, the clowns will be a bad person, so the wife is uh, who, doesn't want to tell about his husband's bad behavior, so that that will be also an idea can be seen, as his hesitation to speak about his husband to the readers. uh, and then in the next paragraphs we can say that he referred to as the clowns who is on the stage. He seemed to be a different person on stage upon he is a king on the throne. Usually on the stage, the clowns lead the main role in the stage, as he seemed to be the king on the throne, as the audience, as the viewers, they can't even question the clowns for the jokes, so that he seemed to be the king on the throne. And the audience seemed to be the citizens who just watch the king's rule without questioning him. But in contrast, the clown's wife says that, but at home you should hear him mourn. Mourn, usually, clown is the professional clown usually act like seem to be very happy and funny in type of the appearance. He seem to be happy, but the readers and the viewers of the audience thinks that the clowns is the happiest person in all over the world, but in reality, the speaker, the wife only knows about his clown. At home you should hear him more. This shows the theme of the poem as appearance versus reality, because the clown changes his face just by stepping into the door and outside the door. Outside the door of the home, he seemed to be happy, but when he stepped into the door of his house, he seemed to be sad and have many problems all over his mind, and he seemed to be rushed and mourning for something else. So in a one area we can say that he's mourning for his poverty, because usually we know that the clown is not a great profession for like high salary or something like that. So it can be said that the salary of the clowns doesn't capable enough to maintain the family, so that he is just mourning for money. In other ways, that he should have family problems with her wife, so to with her children or other people. So we don't know about the inside the mind of the clowns very well, but we can identify that the clown has a severe pain in his mind as he mourn home. We can hear him mourn in the house. In a next moment, he visualize the movement of walking clown inside the house and on the pavement and in the home. The moment when he walks through that door, the door is the period to indicates the door of the house, and the character changes in this place as by walking into the door, he's changed totally into a sad person from happy person as the visualizing the clown seem to be very red nose, funny clothes like colorful clothes. We know that clowns wear different weird clothes to entertain the whole people. Even though the clown is capable enough to entertain the whole audience in the stage, he doesn't know how to entertain himself in the house. It is indicated as an irony, because even though he can entertain the large audience, he can't entertain himself, the one person, a singular individual. Uh, can't be uh, entertain society, the corrupted world. So we should be concerned about this problem in this today's society. So then the wife reflected his action to cheer him up. We know that the when we should entertain a person, we should tell like funny jokes and cheer him by games, by terms jokes. We can entertain one people, but to a clown it is a difficult task because the clown knows every tricks and jokes he has seen in his whole life. He has experienced a lot of funny things in his life as a clown, but uh, to the audience it is simple to entertain them, but to a clown it is very difficult. But the clown's wife is ready to entertain the clown in a very dangerous way, because the clown's wife is not an experienced guy to handle the juggle of eyes, and turning cartwheels are seem to be very difficult task. But the clown's wife is very concerned about his happiness of the clowns. So the good behavior and the good mentality of the clown's wife is portrayed here as she wants his husband to be happy, and he, even though the husband doesn't communicate with the wife, as we already mentioned, the wife don't know about his clowns as the starting of the poem. The wife seemed to be very concerned about his husband as an true wife, so that the wife's character is exaggerated, and the clown who doesn't communicate with the wife is discriminated in these lines, as we know, as the readers read the whole poem. Mm. I do my best to tear him out, poor soul. I juggle with eyes. I turn cartwheels. I tell jokes. These are referred to as with commas, and there are some grammatical mistakes uttered in these lines, as we know that in one way we can say that the wife is an unsophisticated, uneducated person, so that he can uh, make mistake as like that. But in a other way, in a figurative way, we can say that he is also hesitation. He has a nostalgic feeling about his husband, why he is like that. So in an hesitation, he might have made grammatical mistake in this paragraph. In next, but he doesn't say exactly how he feels. We know that the act of making a clown be entertained is a very difficult task. But even though the clown should appreciate the wife as he is doing her best to cheer him up. But here, the clown doesn't care about his wife and doesn't communicate with his wife and doesn't say what bothering him inside. In when we see in the perspective of the clown might think that the wife is not mature enough to handle all the stuffs like the problems in his shoulders, like poverty, other family problems, and so etc. So he thinks that the wife is not mature enough to handle all these things. In other way, he doesn't want to share the sadness to the wife, so that in other way he thinks that the wife should be even the wife should be happy in his family as not as him. So he thinks that he should only handle all the stuffs and put him bother inside and not telling to others, just mourning in the house and just sit there saying almost to himself. The inverted commas is uttered by the only sentence uttered by the clown as all life, all life. What would I stay without this clown of the wife? Even though the clown doesn't communicate with the wife, he can't even live without the wife because he's the only person who cares and entertain himself and tries to entertain his best to entertain the clown. Uh, so that the clowns think that he can't live without the wife. He can even even though he can't